how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. This is a new series that I'm introducing to you all. It's called Wine and Wifing. Why? Because I'm a wife. I'm a happy wife. I'm very blessed to have a very happy, marriage to a wonderful person. I'm a wife, and I must admit, I like wine. I can't say that I just like to drink. I like wine. A bit of a wine connoisseur, nothing too big, but I like wine. So, why not start a series where people who are in the same boat, have been in the same boat, like wine as well? Why not sit and chat with them? That's what YouTube is for. That's what life is for, doing what you love. What do I love to do? I love to have wine with my girlfriends and chat. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing on this new series. With this new series, there's going to be special guests, different episode at least once a week. And I'm really excited about it. I hope you guys are excited with me, interested and intrigued, and are willing and ready to join me on this new journey and series on my channel. So this is how it's going to go. We're going to introduce a new wine every time. The wine we are introducing today is the Avoga Italian Dulce Rosa Avoga Italian. This is a red wine. It's very, very yummy. Not all of them come with this cute little name, but I think this is a new sweet red from them. So, I'm going to read the little card that comes on it. And it's just a cute bottle though. They have a, this brand also has a Chardonnay that is fabulous. So maybe that'll be featured on one of the shows. Dulce Rosa is a hot new sweet red wine from Avoga Italian, a tempting supply blend of premium Italian varietals that is the perfect red wine for daylight. Daylight or evening temptations. Seductive sweet flavors of plum and cherry entice the palate and deliver a smooth, lingering, luscious taste. Oh, let me go ahead and say this to you guys. I'm not sponsored. I wouldn't mind being sponsored, but I'm not sponsored. These are wines that I purchased on my own. Why? Because, like I said, I like to drink wine, with dinner or occasionally and stuff like that. So, we've got our little handy dandy little glass. Isn't this cute and quaint? This is not the regular size wine glass that I normally drink out of, but don't judge me. Anyway, this is a new one. It is, I want to say, does it say light and airy on here anywhere? Okay, because it's not light. This is really dense. Red wines are going to be more dense than others anyway, but this is a bit more dense than I expected it to be. It is good. You can taste and smell the aroma of the plum and cherry. It smells great. Tastes pretty good as well. So, moving on to the questions. We've got 7 main questions, and there's going to be dialogue back and forth. But let me go ahead and go with some of the questions. And the objective is to complete at least 1 glass of wine by the end of the segment. So, first question. Do you drink? Yes, I drink, clearly. That's why it's my series. But it's called Wine and Wifing, but we might have some guests on here who don't drink. So, secondly, what are your thoughts on marriage? My thoughts on marriage are religious-based, I guess you could say. Because I do believe, that marriage is between a man and a woman. I'm by no means against gay marriage, all that other kind of stuff. That's a completely different conversation, a completely different, situation. I'm just going to simply answer the questions. If you have a question, comment, concern, you're more than welcome to leave that down there below, and or, get at me through my other social media and request for me to get more in depth about that. But my thoughts on marriage are, like I said, it's between a man and a woman, a union. Divorce should not be an option. Of course, there are crucial things that make divorce an option. But my opinion on marriage is that it is and can be an extremely beautiful, wonderful thing. Just like with anything in life, it's work. If you do what you love, then it can be great work. If just like in life, there's ups, there's downs, there's peaks, there's flat lines, there's, just different moments in life and things that you go through in life. So why wouldn't it be any different with marriage? But you just have to multiply all that times two, because there's another person involved. It's something that's going to constantly grow you. It's going to constantly test you. It's going to constantly amaze you and surprise you. Um, like I said, there's wonderful cases and scenarios in marriages and life, and then there are some that were just awful woes. So, but my thoughts on marriage is that it is a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing to experience in life and a goal. Next question. What's my favorite wine? I don't, I guess out of red or white, probably white is my favorite, but I drink both. Do I have a specific name of a favorite wine? I don't think so, because it differs. It depends on what my palate is liking at that time. I know something my palate has been looking for, because I tried, and don't judge me because the brand is a very simple, well-known brand, Arbor Mist. I'm not a big Arbor Mist fan at all. However, they just recently came out with a pear Pinot Grigio. Yes, I just said that. Pear Pinot Grigio. And it is amazing. It's amazing. It's Arbor Mist, but it's amazing. So I guess at this point in time, that's my favorite one. Next question. How did he propose? Okay, my story is a little bit elongated when it comes to proposals, so we're going to keep it short. My husband proposed 3 times. Yes, 3 times. We actually were young, married. We got married young, so clearly he proposed young. The first time he ever proposed, we had this big argument, and it was raining outside. We were in his car arguing, and it just wasn't looking good at all. So I guess that was his escape plan to make sure this lasts and make sure that this works. He got out of the car, went into his house, and came out on bended knee outside the passenger car door in the rain and proposed. So that's how he proposed the first time, and we'll just leave it at that, because now, almost 8 years later, here we are. Next question. How long have we been married? Like I said, I kind of threw that in there. We've been married for almost 8 years. It'll be 8 years this May. Okay, do I believe in open marriages? No. No. To me, that's not the definition of marriage. If you want to call it something else, call it something else. You want to do something else, do something else. But the definition of marriage is the union between 2 people. 2. I guess when I think of when someone says open marriage, to me, that means allows other people or allows each individual in the marriage together to have not relations, but or relations or anything, just to have something else, to have what they're supposed to have with their spouse with others outside of the marriage. That can pertain to emotional conversations, outings, intimacy, just things that would definitely need to be done and handled with your spouse, with your one spouse, that could be lacking and could cause you all to distance yourselves if you're reaching out for those things in other places, and or if you have those things out of other places. So that, I guess, that's my opinion on what an open marriage is, and I'm not really down with that. So next question, last question. Are you comfortable with your spouse having friends of the opposite sex? Friends. Some people use that term loosely. Some people, are like me, to where if you're a friend, then you're pretty much family. It's hard to differentiate between the word friend and family when you're a friend in my book. Yes, I do believe that your spouse and yourself could have friends of the opposite sex, because in my definition of friend, like I said, is family. And if you're that close, you know what? I'm sitting here doing this entire video with no lipstick on. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna let y'all enjoy this lipstick for the last 5 minutes of this video. Okay? And if you want to know the lipstick and makeup that I'm wearing, just go ahead and check out either the video before this one or the link below of this look and this lipstick of what I have on and stuff like that. Bringing it back. Yes, because if you are a friend in myself or my husband's book, then that means you're close enough to be family. And if you're close enough to be family, that means that we both know you well. You know our family. You've been to our house, you know, and things like that. So therefore, I don't have a problem with you being friends with someone that I know and that I'm friends with. Is he friends with females that I don't know? Not friends, associates, colleagues, something like that. Yes. Am I friends with males that he's unfamiliar with or don't know? No. It just leaves too much to the imagination. It leaves too much to others' opinions. If he chose to, I mean, I guess we'd have to deal with that when we got there, but those were things that we dealt with way earlier in our marriage and stuff like that, because it caused conflict. It caused conflict simply because there was no need for it. So, but like I said, if you guys are more intrigued about anything that's going on in this video, you are more than welcome to ask, and maybe we can get something going on. I have a few other series and videos and stuff that I want to do, but let's see, you know, this is just the pilot. Thank you guys so much for joining me for the pilot of this, and let's see how far this goes and where this takes us, because once again, this is something that I love to do. Hopefully you enjoy it just as much as I do, and I want to bring you guys what you're looking for. That is the last question, so I guess my question to that is yes and no. If my answer to the last question of am I comfortable with my spouse having friends of the opposite sex, I am, because of what our definition of a friend is. But if it was something different, then I probably wouldn't be comfortable with it. So that's it for the 7 questions. Please keep a lookout for my first guest. Who's going to be my first guest? You guys will see very soon. Thank you for watching. Go out and try this wine. If you're a red wine drinker, it's slightly sweet. So if you're a sweet red wine drinker, let's go ahead and try the Dolce Rossa Boga Italian. We're not going to talk about what these wines retail, because for one, I got to make sure I remember. For 2, I'm not sponsored, so it's not that crucial. And 3, we're going to keep this light, fun, and airy as possible. Okay? Thank you guys for watching. Until next time. Ciao.